This
everyone. My name
conference
is
will now
Melinda
be recorded.
Travel Central here in Metairie. We are going to start the presentation in just a minute. We do ask throughout the presentation if you would please stay on mute so you don't disturb the presentation in the middle with any background noise. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, we do ask that you put them in the chat box. If there are questions that I can answer as Karen is doing the presentation, I will make sure to just respond to everyone in the chat. If not, at the end, I'll ask Karen to respond to any questions in the chat box. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. My name is Melinda. I'm with Travel Central. We're here located in Metairie, New Orleans, Louisiana, and today you're in for a real treat. We have myself as well as Karen, who's with Tauck Journeys, and she's going to be talking about North America U.S. national parks. The good news is Tauck has been in national parks for 95 years, and they have an exclusive relationship with Ken Burns. So they do some really great exclusive opportunities and unique things that most suppliers don't offer. So with that, let me introduce Travel Central, and then we'll go straight into the presentation on the national parks. Again, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box, and at the end, we'll answer those. So Karen, we'll go to the next one. Let's see. Can you just one moment, and we should be going to the next slide. Fantastic. So this is Travel Central. We've been in business since 1988. We're here in Metairie, but we service the entire U.S. We have experienced advisors who have been in the business on an average of 20 years, and our only goal is to have an excellent vacation from the very beginning of the planning process all the way to your return home. We're dedicated to you. You have the same advisor throughout the whole presentation. And they answer all your questions, and they use vetted and insured suppliers. And that's probably the number one thing we do to ensure your safety and well-being while traveling. Like I said, we have an average of 20 years. We have lots of experience and lots of information that we can share with you and make your vacation a stress-free activity. With that, we'll go on to, I'll introduce Karen, take over. She will go on and talk about the U.S. National Parks. So thank you.
We have Khloe Kardashian joining us.
Okay, Karen, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty, so bear with me one moment.
Wow, Karen's good. There we go. I think she lost. There we go. Once she gets started, we'll talk a little bit about this. Is it going to work? Perfect. Thank you, Karen.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so again, thank you all for joining us. It's a pleasure to be with you to talk about Tauck and our national parks journeys. With Tauck, we say travel beyond ordinary. Our mission is to inspire and change lives through travel. Travel is about so much more than just seeing the sights and checking off the boxes. It's about a change that happens deep within when you seek to experience new places and cultures, new tastes and sounds. Since 1925, we've been guiding travelers on their journeys of inspiration. Unique and immersive experiences create a journey like no other. It's not just about the places that you visit. It's about how you experience these places, getting up close and personal with more chances to connect in ways that you didn't know were possible. And these closer connections to the locals who share their daily lives with our travelers make the journey so memorable. It's not only about the big grand sights, but it's often those personal encounters and unexpected moments that leave the most lasting impressions. Even more exceptional than our experiences are the people who guide them. You deserve to travel with someone who cares about you, someone who treats you as an individual and gets to know you. Our Tauck directors personify the words good service with warmth, compassion, and deep knowledge about the destinations we explore. Our local experts and guides love sharing their home turf with the world. And this means that you will share each unforgettable moment of your Tauck journey with kindred spirits, because it's not just where you go, it's who you go with. In North America, our hotels, resorts, and lodges are carefully handpicked to handlight the destinations visited. And with our long-standing relationship with the national parks, you will experience inside the park accommodations offering the best access to the beauty and nature of the parks. You'll have the opportunity to sip your morning coffee while watching the sunrise over the Grand Canyon, or watch the sunset while seeing Old Faithful erupt in Yellowstone. As a tour company with over 96 years of experience, we continue to innovate and evolve. We listen to our travel advisor partners and our loyal Tauck guests, and one thing is resoundingly clear: travelers love our small group departures. So we've added even more, typically averaging around 24 guests or less. Our small group journeys give us an up-close and personal look into the world around us. We're also pleased to offer more choices and flexibility with your daily sightseeing for you to do what you enjoy the most. We've added more local guides to deepen the destination experience, and we're very excited to now be offering private departures on land journeys across the globe. Travel with your close friends and family in private groups of 10 to 20 people with no other travelers, but yet still fully guided, offering peace of mind and an exclusive travel opportunity for you and those you cannot wait to travel with. In 1925, our founder, Arthur Tauck Sr., a traveling salesman from New Jersey, had an idea that people's lives could be changed by getting out of the city and seeing the world around them. He had traveled the back roads of New England, and he wanted to share the places he visited and the people he met along the way. So he ran an ad in the paper offering a new kind of holiday, $69 for a week, all inclusive, no grumps or pessimists allowed. Today, our pioneering spirit is still very much alive, and while so much of the world has changed, we are still singularly focused on changing people's lives through travel. In traveling with peace of mind, traveling with peace of mind has also always been one of our most important missions, but this means even more now in these challenging times. But I can assure you that as we explore the world together again, our commitment is even stronger to ensuring the health, safety, and satisfaction of our travelers. Since the first news of the pandemic, our team has worked around the clock with our partners across the globe to determine the best and safest way to continue to share the world with our travelers, and we look forward to doing just that the rest of this year and beyond. We have had the pleasure of bringing travelers to America's national parks ever since going back to 1925. The national parks are treasures that should be enjoyed. So if you're looking to stay closer to home and have some national parks that you have yet to see, we would love to take you there. Besides our 95 plus years of bringing guests to the parks, with Tauck you will enjoy access to people and places that you wouldn't if traveling on your own. We stay at inside the park lodges, giving you the most opportunity to enjoy the parks. And we are so incredibly grateful for our partnership with the one and only Ken Burns. Ken Burns is America's great storyteller. He has told the great stories of our culture and our history through film, and now you can experience his decades of knowledge and insights when traveling with Tauck. Ken has partnered with Tauck in his first ever and only commercial partnership to tell these stories and bring these stories to life through travel. Because seeing a movie and experiencing firsthand are very different things. And so in partnership with Ken, we bring people to meet the ancestors and the artists, the people who lived the history that changed us and made us who we are. So now I'm going to share with you a few of our national park tours, starting with America's Canyonlands. This is a true Tauck classic. Offers an 8-day, 7-night journey through Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. In addition to visiting the Grand Canyon, Bryce, and Zion, you will enjoy a private yacht cruise on Lake Powell and take a private flight seeing experience over the world's largest natural arc, Rainbow Bridge. This tour operates April through October. Another Tauck classic are Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons. This is also an 8-day, 7-night journey, and you will experience an authentic taste of cowboy life in Cody, Wyoming by attending a live rodeo and staying at the ranch at Ucross, which is a working cattle ranch. You can meet a horse whisperer, ride horses, or take a wagon ride, whichever of your choosing. And this tour operates June through September. Many of you may not know, but we also tour Yellowstone in wintertime. January and February only. This was actually our first tour to start in 2021, since we have started resuming tours. And as you can imagine, it's a completely different experience in the wintertime. It's a lot less people, and just the stunning beauty of Yellowstone at winter. So maybe if you've experienced it at another time of year, but have not experienced it in January or February, it's something to keep in mind. Legends of the American West is another favorite. This is a 9-day, 8-night tour that begins in Rapid City and ends in the Grand Tetons. What sets this tour apart is the added experience of Custer State Park and an exciting private buffalo Jeep safari. Also, for this particular itinerary, all of our departures are small group departures. So again, that's 24 people or less. This particular itinerary was crafted by Ken Burns. 8 days, 7 nights, starting and ending in San Francisco. Just as Ken designed, you will enjoy the beauty and magic of Muir Woods, Sequoia, and Yosemite, but not like every other tourist. You'll discover the night sky of the Sequoia National Park with a naturalist who guides you through the spectacular constellations, brilliantly lit and far from the city lights. And this tour operates May through July, and then we resume again September and October. For 2022, we have a brand new itinerary, and this is our desert oasis, Zion, Death Valley, and Palm Springs. And it was created to add more national park opportunities and also offer travelers a place to get away during those winter months for many of you that might live in the colder parts of the country. This is an 8-day, 7-night journey that will operate January, February, and March of 2022. It begins in Las Vegas with 1 night at the beautiful Four Seasons Las Vegas and includes 3 national parks: Zion National Park, Death Valley National Park, and Joshua Tree National Park. You will get to explore the Hoover Dam and Lake Mead Recreation Area, the Valley of Fire, Nevada's First State Park, Palm Springs, and so much more. Tauck Bridges. For those of you that may not be aware, Tauck Bridges is our multi-generational travel brand. Our Tauck Bridges family vacation tours are designed to inspire a sense of wonder and understanding of this big, wide, wonderful world we live in. But most of all, they're fun. They span interests as well as generations, connecting you and your loved ones for the best family holiday trips imaginable. We do offer these 3 particular itineraries in the national parks: Red Rocks and Painted Canyons, Cowboy Country, and Cowboy Country with Salt Lake City. But we also have other bridges tours globally, not just in North America. So if you've thought about taking your family, your grandkids, whether it be to Costa Rica, Europe, we have several bridges itineraries, and these are created from the ground up with families in mind. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, well, I'm ready to go now. Is there anything available now? While most of our national park tours are sold out for this summer and fall, we do have some North American journeys that do have availability currently. So if you're wanting to go somewhere, but you wanted to stay closer to home, we have our Philadelphia to Washington, D.C. Departure dates. We still have dates available for Alaska. This is a land tour since we were not able to cruise Alaska this year, but we do have dates available in August. Also, we have a few dates in October, one in September for New Mexico, our Land of Enchantment tour. And we have some dates in October, as well as one in September for New Orleans and Mississippi River Country. This is a unique way to see New Orleans, which also includes a private concert at Preservation Hall. So if any of you are jazz enthusiasts or know about that location, it's amazing. And to thank you for attending today, if you book a new tour on any Tauck 2021 or 2022, I will add in a complimentary pre or post hotel night. So you could arrive early and stay complimentary at the hotel, or you could stay a day later. And this would be applicable within the next 30 days of this seminar that you would need to book and deposit your trip. It's not combinable with gift of time or other offers, but Travel Central will have all of the information about this for you. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Melinda.
Thank you, Karen. I hope you piqued some people's interest about going out west to some of our national parks. Obviously not this year. I can tell you this year in 2021 has been a crazy year for out west, so probably very limited availability, whether you go with Tauck or any other supplier. But like you said, there are some availabilities in Alaska and some along the East Coast if you really want to get out. I can tell you travel is growing big and booming. If you're planning to vacation this year or next, I would absolutely recommend that you start planning now. 2022, because 20 and 21 were non-travel years, basically, it is booming. I've talked to suppliers who are completely sold out currently for Christmas in the Caribbean and Mexico. So I'm just letting people know. But one of the most important things that Travel Central will be in the future is we are truly a resource. Their travel is changing, it's changing fast. We have kept up with all the new safety enhancements. We're keeping up with all the new requirements about entering countries, whether it's insurance, whether it's uploading documents to a special website, whatever it is, our advisors can help you with all those little pieces of information that are ongoing and continuing to change. So with that, I just want to talk, we do these presentations. Our goal behind these presentations, if you want to, is really just to kind of pique your interest, to give you ideas of what's out there when you travel. We want people to have the best experience possible. We want to know that there are certain things available with certain suppliers and vendors who sell travel, and there's certain things that are not available. As you can see, Tauck offers a very unique, a very inclusive product with very unique experiences and lots of experience in doing the national parks. So next, upcoming, we are doing a customized vacation to 2022 Oberammergau and Oktoberfest, 2 major events, as well as we have Best of Japan and Alaska by land and sea. Those are coming up. Everyone is welcome. They all are virtual. And finally, we just want to say thank you for joining us. We hope you saw a little bit about the national parks that might pique your interest to go there in 2022. But national parks in general, especially on site in the park, national parks are always very popular. I would definitely plan ahead, because if you want to stay in the park, which is the recommended way to see a national park, you definitely want to start planning that now. We thank everyone for joining us. I don't see any questions in the chat box, So with that, unless there's any questions that come up, I'm going to say thank you. We will send a follow-up email on the special she talked about, as well as some things that are available this year. You should be receiving that in your inbox tomorrow morning. Thank you. Bye-bye.